Imagine that you could unlock the secrets of your partner's heart and truly understand what they expect from you. What if these discoveries could not only strengthen the relationship, but also bring a new depth, understanding, and connection between you? Hello, dear friends. Welcome to the Relationship in Focus channel, our special space to reflect together on love and relationships. In today's video, we will explore a topic that I believe everyone has asked themselves at some point. What do men expect from their wives, from their partners? And throughout this video, we're going to dive into 5 points that can transform how you understand your partner's needs and wants. Before I begin, I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel, leave your like, comment, and share this video with someone you think can benefit from these reflections. I'm sure that together, we'll discover valuable aspects about love that can change the way you see your relationship. So, I invite you to open yourself up to this moment. Take a deep breath, relax, and allow yourself to reflect on your relationship with a new perspective. I think that throughout this video, you will be able to see your partner in a new light and, who knows, even find inspiration to strengthen the bond between you. To start, let's reflect on something essential. The basis of every healthy relationship is communication. And that brings us to our first point about what many men expect in a relationship. 1. Respect and admiration. The first point that many husbands expect from their wives is respect and admiration. And when we talk about respect, we are referring to a genuine feeling that involves accepting the other as they are, with their qualities and also their limitations. We all have insecurities, and often the world around us can be demanding and competitive. Home should be the place where we feel accepted, respected, and loved for who we are. Men, as well as women, want to feel that they are valued. Admiration is not an act of submission or idolatry, but rather recognizing the qualities, effort, and achievements of the partner. Maybe your husband isn't perfect, and it's normal for both of you to have areas for improvement. But when you're able to express admiration for his efforts, he feels valued and understood. Think about it. When was the last time you told your partner that you admire something they do? It could be something simple, like the way he deals with the challenges of work, his dedication to his family, or even the ability to do something that is important to him. When you express this admiration, you are building a foundation of respect that fuels love and commitment in the relationship. This respect also manifests itself in the little things, such as listening to your partner carefully, without detracting from their opinions or experiences. Even when they disagree, showing respect and keeping your tone of voice calm and welcoming makes all the difference. Respect is one of the fundamental pillars for a relationship to remain healthy and happy. 2. Companionship and friendship. Another aspect that many men seek is companionship. It is very common to see relationships that start with a lot of passion, and, over time, this passion turns into something more serene, deeper. At this point, companionship becomes a crucial element in keeping the flame of the relationship alive. Friendship between partners is a powerful factor. A husband expects his wife to be someone with whom he can share his life, his joys, his worries, and his dreams. When we talk about companionship, we are talking about being present, about sharing interests and activities. This means being by his side in the good times and also in the challenging ones, without judgment. Try to think of activities that you both enjoy doing together. It can be something simple, like watching a series, walking outdoors, or even talking about topics that interest both of you. Cultivating companionship is a way to nurture friendship in the relationship, and a solid friendship is the foundation that sustains the couple even in the most difficult moments. In addition, being a companion involves supporting your partner's choices and decisions, encouraging them to pursue their goals, and above all, being willing to build a life together. If you and your partner face any challenges, remember that you are on the same side. This reinforces the idea that he can count on you, and this emotional security strengthens the bond between you. 3. Emotional support and security. And speaking of emotional safety, this is the third point that many men expect from their partners. We live in a world where pressure and stress are part of everyday life, and finding a partner who offers emotional support is extremely valuable. Emotional support goes beyond simply being present. It's about creating a space where the other feels comfortable to be vulnerable, without fear of judgment. Men, in many cases, are taught to be strong, not to show their emotions. But within a healthy relationship, it is essential that he has the freedom to open up and show what he really feels, without fear. Have you ever wondered if your partner feels safe enough to share their vulnerabilities with you? Creating this security takes time, but it can be nurtured with patience and understanding. When your husband feels like he can count on you in times of insecurity or sadness, he knows he has a partner who supports him and understands him deeply. Being a source of emotional support is therefore one of the most powerful ways to build a lasting connection. Remember that he may have difficult days, and in those moments, offering words of support, listening unhurriedly, and showing empathy are attitudes that show how committed you are to truly supporting him. 4. Appreciation and recognition. Continuing our list, the fourth aspect that many husbands look forward to is appreciation and recognition. When it comes to long-term relationships, we sometimes fall into the trap of taking our partner's actions for granted, forgetting to show our gratitude for the little things. It is natural that, over time, some attitudes seem obvious or ordinary, but in reality, every gesture, every effort deserves to be recognized. Recognition works as positive reinforcement. For example, if he makes an effort to help around the house, if he is always there when you need it, or if he contributes to the well-being of the family, these are points that deserve recognition. Show that you notice and appreciate these gestures and that you understand the value of what he does. This recognition does not have to be formal or exaggerated. In fact, small expressions of gratitude in everyday life are more than enough. A sincere thank you, a hug, a compliment, or a demonstration of affection can be much more meaningful than we imagine. When he feels valued and recognized, he feels that his efforts have purpose and meaning. Have you ever stopped to think about how many times throughout the month you express this appreciation to your partner? If it's not a common practice, try starting now. Recognize the little things and see how he responds to that affection. This type of attitude creates an environment of reciprocity, where he will also feel more inclined to show gratitude for what you do. In addition, recognition is also related to how much you believe in him. When you trust his abilities, dreams, and choices, he realizes that, in addition to being a partner, you are someone who believes in your potential. This feeling is powerful and can give a new lease of life to the relationship. 5. Affection and intimacy. Last, but by no means least, let's talk about affection and intimacy. This is an aspect that can often be overlooked, but it is crucial for a healthy and happy relationship. Intimacy, here, goes beyond the physical aspect. It is linked to a type of deep connection, of a bond that is built little by little, through gestures of affection, respect, and complicity. Affection is something that never loses its value, even over the years. Sometimes a simple touch, a hug, a kiss, or an exchange of glances are enough to convey everything that words cannot say. And this affection has a transformative effect on the relationship. It demonstrates that love is there, that care is constant, that, despite the challenges and pressures of everyday life, you still find the time and will to cultivate affection. Emotional intimacy, on the other hand, goes far beyond the physical. It involves openness to share feelings, to express insecurities, and to feel understood. A husband expects his wife to be someone with whom he can be himself, without fear of judgment. Creating this intimacy is a process that requires patience and sensitivity. Small demonstrations of affection, such as remembering something he commented, paying attention to his emotional needs, or even creating moments to be together, are essential. Often, a quiet conversation at the end of the day, a home-cooked dinner, or time dedicated to something he enjoys are enough to strengthen this connection. Intimacy is built on a daily basis, in the choices we make to keep the flame of the relationship burning. When we talk about affection, it is important to remember that it also involves understanding the moments and needs of the other. It is natural for everyone to have more difficult days, in which they need space and understanding. Being by your partner's side, respecting their moments, demonstrates that you are an attentive and loving person. This, in itself, is already a form of affection. final reflection, and constant practice. Now that we've explored these 5 points, respect and admiration, companionship and friendship, emotional support, appreciation and recognition, and finally, affection and intimacy, I want to invite you to reflect on how these elements manifest in your relationship. Relationships are like gardens. They need care, attention, and above all, daily practices to flourish. Life as a couple is not always an easy journey. There will be days when it will be simpler, and others when the challenges will seem insurmountable. However, by understanding and applying these 5 points, you will be building a solid foundation of understanding and respect that can sustain the relationship in the most difficult times. Remember, no one is perfect, and every relationship is an exchange. Both sides have their needs and expectations. With this in mind, it is important to recognize that by taking these steps, you are contributing to the building of a deeper love, a bond that becomes more solid, and a relationship that is truly meaningful. To wrap up this part, leave a comment here saying, "I'm committed to building a true and healthy relationship." This commitment to the relationship, even if silent, can be a first step towards a positive change in everyday life. Now that we've discussed the 5 main points that many men expect in a relationship, let's delve into some practices and reflections to apply these concepts in a practical way in your daily life. The goal is for you to be able to transform this understanding into concrete actions, which strengthen love and respect in the relationship. After all, there is no point in knowing what is important if we do not put it into practice. The importance of demonstrating intent in the relationship. Often, the expectations that partners have for each other are not clearly communicated. This can generate frustration, as the other is not always aware of what we expect from him. Therefore, one of the most transformative practices is open and clear communication. Demonstrating that you are committed to meeting your partner's needs does not mean that you are ceasing to be yourself. Rather, it's a way to show that you care and want the best for your relationship. For example, if you want to express more respect and admiration, start with the small things. Praise the efforts he makes, even if they are routine. A simple, "Thank you for taking care of this," or "I really admire the way you handle this situation," can have a huge impact. These small expressions of recognition are what make the difference in the long run, because they demonstrate your intent to build a mutually supportive relationship, creating moments of companionship and friendship. To strengthen companionship, which is one of the fundamental points, it is essential to reserve quality time together. Often, in the hectic daily life, it is easy for each one to continue with their obligations without dedicating a special moment to the other. If you haven't spent time alone for the two of you in a while, make a conscious effort to plan something you enjoy doing together. It could be a dinner at home, an outdoor walk, watching a movie, or any other activity that you both enjoy. Also, try to ask questions that deepen the dialogue. Asking him how he feels about something specific, or what he thinks about a topic that is trending, are ways to show interest and build that friendship that every healthy relationship needs. Showing genuine curiosity about his opinions and feelings is a gesture of companionship, which strengthens trust and affection between you. How to be a source of emotional support. To offer emotional support, the secret is to learn to listen actively and attentively. It's not always easy, especially when we're busy or preoccupied with our own issues. But when you can take the time to listen to your partner, without interruptions and without judgment, they realize that they are in a safe space to share what they feel. Another important point is to show empathy. Instead of offering quick fixes to their problems, try putting yourself in their shoes. Often, what they are looking for is not an immediate answer, but someone who understands them, someone who cares about them, and who validates their emotions. This type of support creates a solid foundation of emotional security, which is critical to any long-term relationship. Remember, sometimes listening in silence and just being present is enough. Make sure he knows you're there for whatever he needs, and that he can count on your support without fear. This emotional support is one of the most profound ways to show love. Expressing appreciation. Daily. Expressing appreciation can transform relationship dynamics. A common mistake is to believe that demonstrations of gratitude and recognition are only necessary on special occasions. However, it is the small daily gestures that build an environment of mutual appreciation. Try making it a habit. Every time he does something that contributes to your well-being, no matter how small, express your gratitude. Give thanks for gestures that often go unnoticed. When this practice becomes part of the routine, you create a cycle of reciprocity that reinforces the importance of each other to each other. In addition, recognition can be expressed in actions. Making a gesture of affection or preparing something he likes, such as a coffee, a special snack, or a note of encouragement, are ways to show that you value his presence and actions. These small details are what keep the relationship nourished, even on the most challenging days. Practicing caring and cultivating intimacy. Affection, as we have seen, is essential to maintain the connection between you. Often, the rush of everyday life makes couples distance themselves and put aside these small demonstrations of affection. But affection is a way of reminding the other that they are important, that love is still present. Intentionally seek moments to show affection. It can be a long hug, a kiss when leaving the house or when returning, or even a simple touch on the hands during a conversation. These physical expressions are like reminders that the connection between you is special and unique. Emotional intimacy, in turn, is cultivated by trust and openness. Try to create spaces for deeper conversations where he feels comfortable being himself. When he realizes that he can open up without fear of judgment, the connection is strengthened. This kind of intimacy is what allows you to share not only the joys, but also the vulnerabilities, creating a bond that transcends the superficial. Dedicating yourself to relationship with consciousness. All these practices are ways to show how much you value your partner and how much you are dedicated to the well-being of the relationship. Relationships require dedication, and the more you invest in them, the more you reap the rewards of genuine love, based on respect, support, and companionship. If you commit to applying these practices day after day, you will see how the quality of the relationship can transform. Small changes in attitude, carried out consistently, have the power to renew love and create an environment where both feel happy and fulfilled. If you've made it this far, say in the comments, "I believe in the power of true love." This kind of commitment to yourself is a first step towards a positive transformation that will benefit both you and your partner. Throughout this video, we've explored 5 key points that many men expect in a relationship, and we've looked at some practices you can adopt to strengthen the connection with your partner. Now, in closing, I want to leave you with a final reflection on the role of balance and reciprocity in relationships, and how the commitment to building healthy love is a journey that benefits both. The importance of balance in relationships. It is essential to remember that every relationship is a two-way street. The 5 aspects we have discussed: respect and admiration, companionship and friendship, emotional support, appreciation and recognition, affection and intimacy, should not be the sole responsibility of one partner. True love, the one that truly brings happiness and fulfillment, is built with the effort and dedication of both. When you invest in your relationship, you're showing your partner the kind of love you want to get back, and this example can be an inspiration for him as well. It is natural that when you show respect, affection, and support, he feels the desire to reciprocate and to become, equally, a source of support and affection for you. Balance is essential for both to feel that the relationship is fair, healthy, and rewarding. This balance also translates into the importance of recognizing that each person has their own way of showing love. Maybe your partner expresses affection in a different way than you, and that's natural. By understanding and respecting these differences, you find ways to align expectations and support each other in a way that makes sense to both of you. The role of self-knowledge in relationships. A healthy relationship also requires self-knowledge. Often, we project our expectations and needs onto the other without first fully understanding what we really want. Therefore, knowing yourself and understanding what you expect from a relationship is one of the best ways to build a true and balanced relationship. Ask yourself, what are your expectations? What do you value in a partnership? And what do you hope to find and offer in a relationship? These questions help you identify what is really important to you and allow you to clearly communicate these needs to your partner. Self-knowledge is a path to personal growth and to building a more mature and conscious relationship. In addition, when you know yourself well, it is easier to maintain emotional balance and contribute positively to the relationship. Self-love and respect for yourself are essential so that you can also offer love and respect to the other. After all, how can we give what we don't have? By strengthening your self-esteem and seeking your own well-being, you will be better prepared to be a present, understanding, and caring partner. Creating a shared vision of the future. Another point that can strengthen the relationship is to create, together, a shared vision of the future. This means aligning dreams, goals, and long-term expectations. When you share the same values and have common goals, the relationship gains a deeper purpose, and you can both work toward those goals as a team. This vision of the future can include everything from simple goals, such as traveling together or doing activities that you both enjoy, to broader goals, such as building a family, achieving financial stability, or growing together in a life project. Talking about these aspirations strengthens the bond, as it shows that you are committed to walking side by side, supporting each other and building a life together. Remember that in order to cultivate this shared vision, it's important to have frequent and honest conversations about what you both expect from the future. These conversations, even when they include difficult or sensitive topics, are an opportunity to get to know each other more deeply and to strengthen mutual commitment. Practice patience and understanding. Finally, I would like to reinforce that no relationship is perfect, and everyone faces moments of challenge. Having patience and understanding is essential to overcome these phases and strengthen the relationship. Difficulties are part of life as a couple, but they are also an opportunity to grow together and to learn more about themselves and each other. When differences or conflicts arise, try to approach them calmly and respectfully. Instead of focusing on the problem, focus on the solution and how you can face the challenge together. Open dialogue, empathy, and a willingness to understand the other's point of view are qualities that make the relationship more resilient. Sometimes, a small gesture of understanding can make a big difference. Instead of insisting on being right, try to listen to what he has to say and understand where his concerns are coming from. This type of attitude strengthens the union and demonstrates that despite the differences, your commitment to the relationship is greater than any disagreement. Closing and final call to action. So, to wrap up, I hope this video has brought valuable insights to you about what many husbands expect in a relationship and how to cultivate a healthy, balanced, and loving relationship. Relationship is a daily construction, and every gesture, every word, and every choice counts. If you've watched this far, leave the phrase in the comments. I'm committed to building a healthy and happy relationship. Your commitment to true love is what transforms life as a couple into a journey of growth and happiness. Take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel, leave your like, share this video, and watch the other videos that we recommend at the end. Let's explore more about love, respect, and the purpose of relationships together. Thank you very much for your company, and see you next time.